Are you love? Are you love? That's how Judd's mum sounds.
I just literally just got off the phone with my mum, and she said that, yeah.
She's consistent every time.
She didn't say Babby this time. She said love, but it's either Babby or love. So
I don't think Judd's mum has ever greeted me with anything other than "Are you love? You're right.
All right, Babby. Are you Babby?"
And then she does a very loose hug, very loose hug.
Yeah,
she doesn't want to squeeze very much.
No, she doesn't want to touch you. She says she's heard the fucking podcast. She's heard like the shit that you say. She doesn't want to go anywhere fucking near you.
That's a good point. Do you think our parents have listened to any of these podcasts or watched any of this shit? I know our dad has because he's been on one.
Yeah, I don't think Mum has. I don't think. I think maybe your mum might have. I'm like definitely sure my mum hasn't listened to a single episode of it. I know my brother Dalton's listened to some episodes.
He's been live at twitch.tv/streamsbadly, which is where we record this podcast live. There's some other platforms as well that you can follow us on, such as YouTube, which would be Streams Badly on YouTube, and Spotify, where you can get the audio and video version of this podcast there. Tweet at tweetsbadly and follow there to keep up with stuff. But we are currently at the minute,
come on,
we're exclusive to Twitch for live streaming.
Yeah, for now. For now.
Because
they're being cunts, aren't they? They're being bastards.
Yes, there's a lot of shit going on to do with Twitch.
I know about this one, so...
This comes at a really awkward time because on Saturday, we record this on a Wednesday, but on Saturday we did some speedrunning streams. More on that later. We got our first subscribers. We got 2 subs on that stream. One person subscribed in advance for 3 months, and one person one person was gifted a sub for a month as well.
Yeah.
So if it weren't for that, I would have probably made us not exclusive to Twitch already. But I kind of just want to at least wait until their subscription term runs out, because I feel like that's a bit tight.
Because it's like, we're not making bank off this. We don't make anything off this.
Well, we do now, baby. We got 2 subscribers.
We got 2 subscribers. We do technically. So it's
But it's like. I think as a result of those 2 subscribers, that's probably accounts for something like 30% of the total amount of money we've earned off doing this Twitch channel ever, like lifetime. Yeah. And we've been doing it for fucking years at this point. Like, what? This is a good 5 years plus.
Yeah, because I was at college when we started it. So yeah, I'd say 5 years.
And I started it on my own for a little bit and just did like boring stuff, like I was playing Borderlands anyway. So I just slapped a stream on like stuff like that. So anyway, it's weird. In theory, I think, to put it in perspective, in theory, we should get, what's that? £5 each before tax for that.
Nice.
And before PayPal's cut, it'll end up being £3 each, I think, in total.
Cool.
So that's including they subscribed for 3 months.
Nice. It can get towards my new house.
So that shows that's part of Twitch's problem, right? It used to be a 70-30 revenue split. And I don't know if that was just for partners or if it was also for people like us who were affiliates. I don't know if the split was different, but basically I think it used to be 70-30. Now it's 50-50. I think that's a bit tight, because if you think about it realistically, is it the streamer or the platform that's bringing in the money?
It's the streamer.
It's more the streamer, isn't it? Let's be honest.
It's the streamer. That's pathetic that they take 50% away. It should be like a manager's fee. It should be like fucking 10%.
So that's something that like they did a while ago that already people hated. Yeah. The latest thing that people are most bothered about doesn't affect us at all, in theory. It could do. And let me explain why. So if you're watching the video version of this podcast, you can see that there's like little kind of banner. They're not banner ads, and I don't even want to call them that because those are kind of banned. No, that's part of the problem. They're like, it's just showing our socials, like it shows Twitch and YouTube, and then podcast and Twitter. And
it looks nice.
It does look nice. It's something to fill that space.
It's like our aesthetic, innit? It's like, it's our branding in a way. So it's
quite important, and in a way, it's advertising our social media platforms, our other social media platforms. So in a way, it is a banner ad. Now, I'm fucking leaving them there, don't get me wrong, but in theory, if they're categorized as an ad, you're not allowed them anymore. And this is a big problem. People have had a lot of problems with Twitch's new ad policy. So, if you are sponsored by something, so say we got sponsored by Bad Dragon Dildos, like we were begging for the first year of doing this podcast.
I'm still begging for it.
I don't think you'd be allowed that sponsor, full stop.
Yeah.
Because it's not, PG enough. I'm pretty... that's not a new thing or the latest thing. That's not what people are annoyed about. The thing they're annoyed about, if we had them as a sponsor, one of the things might be you have to have the Bad Dragon logo on your screen whenever you do a stream. Okay, I get that's fine. That logo cannot be in banner form. It can't be a banner shape, so basically an oblong rectangle. It can't be like that.
Can't be shaped like a horse cock.
No. And it can't take up more than 3% of the screen, which is fucking tiny. That's nothing. It's just insane. And it basically huge, and there's some other rules as well. Long story short, it hugely detriments streamers' abilities to earn money by streaming.
Yeah,
like massively affects it.
It just seems like such a bullshit change as well. Like the 50-50 is completely egregious, but I understand that because it's it's awful. But I get that they want to make more money. This just feels like why?
It's obvious
they've
why.
Literally just gone. Well, we don't like that you're showing yourselves off or advertising.
No, it's obvious why. The main reason is because Twitch can't then control any of that money. It's between that company and the person who's streaming, and Twitch can't fucking do anything about it. They don't get anything from that.
It can't handle it. It can't handle it. It's like...
It can't handle the truth.
Making money off your own accord? It's like, shut up, you fucking nonsense. Honestly, I hate everyone that works at Twitch. I hate them.
Streams Badly's current official stance on Twitch is that we don't hate them.
I mean, I hate them.
No.
It's not Streams Badly's opinion. It's just Badly's opinion.
Okay, only officially. But this is a thing, right?
Only on paper we don't think you're fucking scum-sucking maggots. Only on paper.
The thing with this is, the argument in Twitch's favour is that if you do direct-to-content creator sponsors, then you're basically using Twitch's platform for free to make money. And how can they sustain that? Like, how can they... Because it costs to keep Twitch running. Of course it does. For you to be able... For us to be able to stream on Twitch right now, it's costing Twitch money for that to happen. That's just an objective fact. Barely anything, let's be honest. But it's costing Twitch money for that to happen. So they have to make money off of that. So when a sponsor goes to a stream and says, we'll give you some money to put this logo on your stream, Twitch doesn't make any money from that. So if you're thinking like that, you're like, well... Twitch is right to want to control it and get a bit of that. They need money to keep going. Fuck, they do. No, they don't. They don't need it. They don't at all. Adverts are placed on streams all the time. They get massive splits from the subscriptions. The ad split is even worse, so far as I know. I don't know all the ins and outs. I'm going to be honest. I'm complaining about something I don't really know well enough. But, well, I don't know. I think I do know it well enough. Just about well enough to not be happy with it. But I should know it better, if I'm being honest. But I'm pretty certain that ad revenue split is worse than the subscriber split. So, they make plenty of money Don't worry about it. They make plenty of money.
It is a certified Andrew Ryan moment. It is fucking. Are you not entitled to the sweat on your brow? No, says the man from Twitch. It belongs to us.
I've genuinely not seen a single person other than Twitch themselves defend Twitch in any way about this.
Yeah.
So they're pretty much very obviously in the wrong. But guess what, Judd? I don't give a shit about that as much as the next thing I'm going to tell you about, because this one genuinely affects us. And it's another reason why I've not already cancelled our affiliate contract. Yeah. Because you have to pay to do that.
What?
It would cost us, I think it's $25, so it'll be £25 to cancel your affiliate. Which is nuts.
They are pathetic, aren't they? They are like maggots.
They are. It's insane, and they're calling it an admin fee, which lots of big corporations do nowadays. Do you know who's worse for this? Car insurers. They are awful for that sort of shit. They charge like 50 quid to press 2 buttons on a computer. But admin fee. But it's basically they've got it to stop people from wanting to cancel and move to another platform when they know they're doing shit stuff. So what's going to end up happening from us is that we will still be exclusive to Twitch for around 3 months, and then I'm not expecting the people who are currently subbed to renew their sub. I'm going to be honest, because we're not big enough for that sort of thing, and I understand that. So when we've got no subs again, which is what I'm expecting, they're going to take all of that subscription money out of our account, and I'm going to have to pay them a $5 so that we can stop streaming on their dogshit platform. And I'm gonna, if that's how it works out, I'm gonna strongly consider not streaming to Twitch. We'll obviously have to see what we want to do, but the YouTube is available. We'll definitely be streaming on YouTube. I've locked down a Kick account, so I've got that all set up if we want to do that. So it'll be a decision in some months, but Twitch. But there's other caveats to that. If people do renew their subs, or if more people subscribe, then it's a bit more debatable. I doubt that'll happen, but we'll see. And the other thing is, Twitch is reviewing the ad policy as well. They're re-reviewing it. But from what they've said, it's a bit of a wishy-washy re-reviewing, and they might just be distributing it again, but with different language. So we'll see what happens. There's plenty of time to see what happens, but as it stands right now, Twitch will be at an arm's length.
Here. We're gone. We're skedaddling. Look, I said to Jake, I think this upset Jake actually a bit. You were like, what would you do if we got big and famous from this? And I was like, I don't want to get big and famous from this. Like, I'd prefer not to, and just I'd like a bit of a following. That'd be nice. Like a regular 20 or 30 people. That'd be cool. But I wouldn't want to become like Germa or Tyler One or something like that, because then people you get the creeps and weirdos that want to dredge things up from your past and stuff. But now I want us to leave Twitch and get mega famous, just so that they won't get the money to spite them. I want to do it. I want to do it to spite them. Yeah.
My thoughts on that is it's not about being famous at all. That's not the bit of being successful on something like this that's appealing. It's being able to do things that you enjoy, and then just people enjoying that you're doing stuff you enjoy and giving you money for it. It's just if you can be successful on an online platform like YouTube or Twitch or whatever, it's just free perfect life, or as good to perfect as you can get. You obviously still have to make content and things like that, but if you get big enough and sustain it for a long enough time, you could probably retire with enough money and just keep going on holidays and trying different experiences and things like that. And it's just I don't know. I also love making stuff. That's pretty cool too. That's why we've done this for so long with no audience, basically, because it's just fun. It's fun to hang out and do stuff, and I whenever I'm drunk, whenever I'm tipsy, and I'm feeling nostalgic and and want to look back on like different all the stuff that we've made, it's great. It's great to have like a catalogue of all sorts of shit that we've done and look back and go, oh, that show was fun. We should do that again sometime soon. So I don't know. That's why we do it anyway. But that's the Twitch drama. That's kind of where we will be as a result of stuff. I mentioned speedruns earlier. May as well hit up this. And I want to congratulate me first. Because
congratulate you first.
My speedrun of Tony Hawk's Underground 2 was submitted to speedrun.com, and it has been verified. 13 minutes, 56 seconds, the 5th fastest of all time on the PS2. But what's even funnier is across all platforms, I'm 69th.
Yeah!
Nice.
No, you can never be any better. Unless somebody like
beats
knocks
me
you down, then you have to be, yeah.
So this is one of the things where like I've not been speedrunning Underground 2 for long. I literally just learnt it to be able to do the stream that we did on Saturday.
Yeah.
Because Judd already knows how to speedrun a game like to a decent standard. But I thought, well, I need to play a game as well on the stream, so I'll get a kind of quick one in a game I like. So I did that, but then I saw that like I had a good run in practice before the stream, and I got 6th on PS2 overall. And I was like, the guy in front of me is not too far in front of me. His 9 years old record needs knocking down a peg. So, that was my objective, to basically shave off around 40 seconds from my record, and I did it. Got a great run.
I didn't want to say anything to your face because I thought it was going to go to your head, but you were like scary, like good, like you are really good at that game as well. But it's scary seeing somebody speedrun something like that, especially in person, because it's like psychotic. It's like psychotic that you know that off by heart so quick. Like the speedrun I did. I did that because I've played New Vegas so much, but also like it's nothing particularly like mind-boggling, the New Vegas speedrun. You're walking forward for like 80% of it. Yeah. So, but you know, yours one was like, it was like you were trying to be like frame perfect on shit, and it was freaking me out. I didn't like it.
It's not technically frame perfect, but I know what you're getting at. It's a lot faster, isn't it? And I think what genuinely helped with it was music. Having played music, because you like have to get to a rhythm and things like that. And if I'm being honest, like I've played so much Underground 2, and it's one of those that I grew up with. So it's like when you learn stuff growing up as a kid, it like really sticks with you. That's why like riding a bike. That's why they say it's like riding a bike, because you learnt that like growing up as a kid, so it like really goes into the depths of your brain. So I think that helped. I genuinely think I could get sub 13 minutes on that game if I really wanted to, but the thing is, it's so fucking stressful, and I think it's because I picked kind of a reasonably fast speedrun, but also just it's an old game. So there's lots of bits where it's like, this just might not work. Just straight up. The game's like not coded brilliantly for this to work. So there's that as well. So it's really stressful. And I'm at the point where I've got sub 14 minutes on it. I'm done with that. Like, if someone beats my record, fine. I don't need to be top 5 forever. No, I'm not doing that one again. At some point, it might be fun to do an American Wasteland speedrun. And just slap that on the leaderboard somewhere. Because that was always my favourite one.
That was always my favourite one to watch you play.
Yeah.
My favourite one was always Project 8, which I feel like is a bit of a weird, freaky sort of choice. I feel like, you know, if there was a group of people and they were all like talking about like the favourite Tony Hawk's game, and I walked over and I went, oh, mine's Project 8. They'd all like turn and like look at me really weird. Like they'd give me like a, what the fuck? Like,
it's not that it's bad. It's just like, it's just like a bit of a weird choice, because it's not the best one. Like objectively, it's definitely not the best one.
No, it's just, I just really liked the like ranking up thing in it.
Yeah,
I don't know. It was something about it.
The problem with that is, I think it gets hated on more than it needs to, but it's the obvious downturn of the franchise. Like, it's the obvious point where it got worse. Because for me, like, Pro Skater 1 to Pro Skater 2, Pro Skater 2 is better. Cool. Pro Skater 3, I would say they're the same level, to me at least. And same way, I think there's Pro Skater 4. I might be getting this wrong. And then you got Underground. That's an improvement. There's a story, and like, there's a lot more to it. I really liked that. Underground 2, now we're just doing Jackass, and I like that as a kid. Yeah. Then American Wasteland, oh my god, this is like even more extreme, and it's like an original story with cool characters and multiple areas that you don't have to like, that you can go back and forth between. That was really cool. And then Project 8, it was like, I guess it's got a lot of the same stuff as American Wasteland, but this isn't like, oh, it's fun. It's kind of like a bit more dull in the story. I guess it's still good.
Because in American Wasteland and like Underground, you were skating to fuck around, really, weren't you? You were like having a good time and like funny. But in Project A, it was like the story was like Tony Hawk's being like, "Hey, I'm having an actual genuine skating competition. Don't worry, the Jackass crew haven't hijacked my fucking game this time. Skaters of the world unite and try and get." And there was still some like funny bits in it. Like, do you remember, Dad? Hey, go grab my balls.
Yeah, it would just not as, you know, not as spicy meatball, you know, not as much. It was still good. It was around as good as Underground 1, maybe just under it, I would say, for me, but So anyway, well, maybe we should put that on the video game rating spreadsheet that we've got. I don't know if we've put all of those on.
I think I've rated it at some point.
So anyway, that's my adventure with speedrunning Underground 2. Weirdly, that's now I uploaded both the videos, the clips of us doing our speedruns to our YouTube channel, because you need to upload them somewhere to submit them to speedrun.com. And weirdly, the video of me speedrunning Underground 2 is now our most viewed non-fight reaction video.
I could see that.
I don't know why that happened. Like, I did not put like good tags or anything like that in it.
Like that game.
I didn't put a thumbnail or anything. It was just on there so people can see it if they want, and just so I can submit it to speedrun.com. But no, it's got like 500 views, so I'm pleased with that.
No, people like that game, and also like, people just like to watch people speedrun. People like watching people that are good at shit.
A shorter speedrun's easier to watch as well. I think it's a nice length, like, because the video is about 15 minutes long, and I got really excited by it as well. It was pretty good, pretty fun. But Judd, you, my son, have gotten second place.
My God,
second place, Fallout New Vegas PlayStation 3 speedrun.
Yes,
out of 3.
Out of 3 people. I haven't fucking submitted anything. I'll take it. Look, I could have beaten that game in the regular completion time of 24 hours, submitted it, and got come third. Which is great.
27 hours, Judd. 24 hours would be speedy.
Oh yeah.
It was. I actually got it wrong with the timings. The admins of speedrun.com retimed it, so it's 1 hour, 3 minutes, and 27 seconds, not 43 seconds. Apparently. So it was even quicker than we thought.
Damn.
So there you are.
Like I was saying, Jake's speedrun was you'd obviously practiced a lot and like in preparation for the stream. I hadn't at all. I didn't have a second of preparation. The only preparation I had is we watched a bit of somebody else's speedrun. Just before, and that's the only preparation I had, really.
It's because that speedrun had some like massive skips that you just didn't know about before then. They were really easy to do, but it just knocked a big bunch of time off, didn't it?
Yeah.
I think it seemed like, if anything, the stuff that you would have done before watching that clip was slower than normal, because you'd like forgotten a bunch of shit and like went the wrong way a couple times.
Yeah, I did. I fumbled a couple times. The most of it, and this is what was sort of different about my speedrun, was that it was mostly just like knowledge of me playing this game so many fucking times, and like You know, I must be at least in the 30s by now of how many times I've completed New Vegas.
I think you should go for a PS3 world record, Judd. It's only 13 minutes off. Well, it's like 14 minutes off, and I really think you could figure out some ways to shave that down.
I think I could do it. I do think I could do it, actually. It's made me want to like figure it out. This speed run, but
yeah, I think it'd mostly just be research, like looking into like what you can do to skip things faster, and also knowing exactly where you're going as well.
Yeah.
But overall, across all platforms, you got 134th place.
Yep.
Which is 4 from bottom.
I'll fucking take it.
Bear in mind, this was on the fucking laggiest version of this game on the PlayStation 3 emulator that you can kind of stream the game from. We were on PS5, but you can like stream the game to you, so you don't have to download it. I don't. People probably know what I'm talking about, but yeah, it was fun. It was fun doing a bit of a mini casual speedrunning adventure, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Speaking of adventures, I might do. I don't know how much I might be talking about this. I went to see Across the Spider-Verse yesterday.
Oh, freaking goddamn!
Have you? I'm guessing you've not seen this movie yet, Judd.
Not yet. I want to, but I've not seen it yet.
So you'll not want spoilers then?
No.
Okay, I'm not even going to tell you how good it was then, because that's kind of a spoiler in itself. It gives you kind of expectations.
So it wasn't very good.
No, that's not what I'm saying. Like,
so it sucked ass, is what you're saying.
There's one.
You heard it here.
The only thing I'm going to tell you is there's one spoiler that I think I could tell you, and maybe should, that would genuinely vastly improve how much you enjoy it when you watch it. And I wish someone had given me this spoiler before watching it.
So Penny Parker is actually 18 and she is legal, so it's okay to want to fuck her. That's the.
I'm not commenting on whatever the fuck's going on there. Do you trust me and want to know this thing?
Yeah, whatever. I'm not like, I want to see it. Like I wouldn't want sort of like the main thing spoiling.
A lot of people wouldn't even class this as a spoiler.
Okay, go on. What?
It's a part 1.
Oh, woo!
I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
And just out of nowhere, it went, to be continued. And I was thinking, no fucking way. No way have they just done that to me. No fucking... There was no inkling at all that this movie was going to be a 2-parter. Nothing. Yeah. So it was shocking. Like, you know how normally in Marvel movies you might wait through the credits to see if there's an end credit scene. I wouldn't have done that with Spider-Verse, because that's like a Marvel Cinematic Universe type thing.
I would.
But I accidentally did that with this one because I was in shock. I was just sat there like with my mouth open, like, what? What? So that's the only thing I'll tell you about it. Because I think that's genuinely makes a massive difference as to how good the watching experience is going into it. It's like, I don't know why they didn't call it Across the Spider-Verse Part 1. I don't know why they didn't just call it that. Like, that would have...
They wanted to spook you. They wanted to give you a little fright.
Well, what I can tell you is it's knocked a whole 20 points off of the score I would have given it. Put it that way.
Wow.
Because it pissed me off that much. As in, like, I got home and I didn't know what to do with myself. Like, it was so...
What? Why did it get you angry? Like...
It didn't, like, get me angry necessarily. It didn't make me, like, mad at the whole movie, but, like, I can't say anymore because I don't want to tell you like how good the rest of it was. So, but I just got home all like confused. You know when you wake up from a 4-hour nap that you meant to have for 10 minutes? It feels like that.
It feels like you've been flashbanged and you're just like you're stumbling around going, what the fuck?
Honestly, it felt like that. It was weird, and it meant that this morning I've woken up so grumpy because I was so confused. Like, what?
I feel like I have been across the spider.
Yeah. So So I didn't think you would have seen it yet, so that's why I thought I might only be might not be chatting about it for long. I've had an idea, Judd. I've noticed that something that people.
Wait a sec. Hold on, before you go on to your next thing, because you said about adventure, and I think I wanted to fucking bring up a little proposal, a little. Fucking...
Oh my god! This is going to be so funny if we were about to do the exact same thing.
Lego.
Oh, that's not what I was going to bring up, but that could be fun. Like, well...
yeah. So, this is the little caveat that I actually think will make you not want to go. Is that I will be taking my little brother to Legoland. Because he's either not been, or the last time that we went as a family, he was too young to remember. Yeah. But also, here's a little thing for you to note. You can't actually get into Legoland without a child. They will not let you in. Because they don't want fucking weirdos walking in and like snatching kids up, which.
But you can fucking go to Disneyland.
I know, and kids get fucking snatched from Disneyland.
That's such bullshit. I want to go enjoy Legoland.
Well, this is what I'm saying. Jake, we have a child. We have a child. We've got one. We stole one. I've stolen a child, so we have our entry ticket into Legoland. So, do you want to go to Legoland?
Well, we can chat about it and see. It could be quite fun. Dalton's in chat. Literally, the child ran about it saying, "Why is going with me a bad thing?" Listen, kid, I don't like kids. Well, I don't know. That could be. I mean, so far as like children to bring go, it could be a lot worse. We can say that for sure, can't we? Yeah. But I don't know. We'll see. A big thing for me is I'm really busy lately, and I'm running out of money with lots of things that are going on. Because there's what have I got going? Let me bring my calendar up. We'd have to have a look. I can't say yes or no at the minute. Next week, I'm having to buy steaks and cook them for our father because it's Father's Day.
Oh, Daddy.
The week after that, there's a childish clothing drop, and that's some expensive shit, and I like to buy it all. The week after that, I'm doing the 12k obstacle course thing, and that like costs money to get there and things like that.
Okay.
The week after that, there's nothing, but the week after that, I'm traveling to London for the Apex Legends LAN event. What's annoying as well is, you know, the tournament, the Creator Boxing tournament that we watched the first round of, that were quite shit. 2 people quit.
Yes.
The second round of that is on the same Saturday as the LAN that I'm going to, which is really annoying because I would have really wanted to watch that. So I don't know what's going to happen with that, but we'll see. And then the weekend after that, it's my girlfriend's birthday and my friend's engagement party. Or wedding party, or engagement party. Mm-hmm. So that's a lot of shit going off. And a lot of stuff that costs money, so that's a big part of it as well.
Yeah.
But who knows?
It wouldn't be straight away anyway, because this weekend I'm at a tournament, and then the weekend after we're doing the thing with Dad, and then so
you got
but it wouldn't be straight away
tournament coming up.
I am doing another Warhammer tournament.
So
I've got quite into it.
We'll be seeing how well he does again.
And it'll not be like a whole podcast thing like the last one was, because that I was talking about the event and stuff as well, and also that was a 3-day one. This one's only 2 days.
That's the only podcast we've ever done that's got more dislikes than likes.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Well.
Oh, don't get disheartened by that. You can tell us all about it, Judd. It's our freaking podcast. Screw them. Yeah. But yeah, so next week will be a bit of that. What else was I gonna say? I forgot something now, but it's fine. I'm completely off my rhythm. What were we just saying before that? What's happened? We record this live, by the way.
Let's start the podcast over again.
Let's start the entire thing. I had a proposal, a similar sort of trip. Oh, all I was going to say is, who knows? Maybe Legoland content coming.
Yeah.
probably next year, because what ends up happening is we do something and then we make a video around it, and we've got so much stuff scheduled into the future, as in the next thing that the next video we upload will come out in October. So we'll probably record it today, but it will come out in October. And we're recording this in June? So anyway, but another thing that I thought could be fun for content, and this might be like a next year thing, because I thought we could have. I'm just floating this by, a trend that's on kind of Twitch that people like, or on live stream people seem to like, is when streamers go camping. So
I could do camping.
I wondered if we could have like a Boozy Lads camping trip. Now, I know that you're on medication at the minute and you can't drink, so this is what I'm saying, in that it might have to be, because it'd have to be in the summer as well, where it's warm, or warm enough. It'd have to be warm enough to do it. So it might be next year, but it could be like me, you, and Carl, and you could maybe bring Tom, and we could, we could record a podcast out there, and we could maybe record a few other weird videos, like playing fucking Twister or something. I don't know. Just some jolly old camping time.
I can't play Twister. What the fuck? Are you insane?
Judd's mate's got legs that don't work right. So that'd be hilarious watching him play Twister.
His bones don't work no good. Actually, you know what? He might be really good at it. He might be able to like pop bones out and shit and like fucking.
Who knows? But I just thought that could be quite fun. Just a little casual camping trip, record a podcast. We can talk about, like, Cal can tell us about his fucking sleep paralysis demon again. I thought that could be pretty fun. We wouldn't be able to stream the trip, but we could record some content while there.
Yeah.
We might be able. It could be possible to stream the. It could be possible. It depends how good the internet connection is as to whether we could stream or not. But I don't know. We'd have to see. So it's another thing to think about. But I just wanted to float it out there.
Okay.
Tweet at TweetBadly. Let us know if you'd be interested in that sort of thing, audience wise. I thought I'd float it out there for Judd as well.
Yeah, and I actually have kind of been wanting to go camping for a little bit. So
yeah, and you should definitely be. I'm thinking you should definitely be done with your meds and ready to start drinking again by then, right?
Yeah, well, I mean, the thing is like I've had drinks like on this medication now, so like maybe I could even like get fucked up. I don't know. I've not tried it yet. I've got drunk.
Risking it though, is it?
No, it's probably not.
But if we're going to be actively saying we want to be getting like a bit wasted here, then I think it's probably better to wait till you're off of it. But we'll see. We'll organise it again. But it's another thing as well. It's getting people to a time where we're not all busy, and also money again, because we'd probably have to. We'd probably borrow a bunch of camping gear, I would guess. We'd probably borrow a tent. I know that my family's got quite a big one, but...
Why don't we just steal my nan and granddad's camper van? Take that.
That could be pretty fun, actually.
They would not let us anywhere. That's like their holiday home.
Yeah, but we'd have to borrow a tent. I've got like a sleeping bag and stuff like that I used to use, but I've not brought it with me to the new house. It's still at my parents' house. I remember the last time you and Tom went camping was for a festival, wasn't it?
No, this was me and Sam. This was another friend.
Oh, right, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
But you stayed in a 2-man tent, didn't you?
For the first 2 days we did, yeah, and on the dawn of the third day, I was like, look, I think it would be best for both of us if I slept in the car. The remainder of the festival. It was really small. It was like, it wasn't even a 2-man tent, really. It was a 1-man tent.
I warned you, didn't I? I said,
you did.
However many people are going, if they're all staying in the same tent, it needs to be a double man of that. If there's 2 of you going, you need a 4-man tent. That's how it works. It's like fucking microwave meals. When they're like, oh, this serves 4. No, it doesn't. It serves 1.5. Like,
no. I did the opposite thing. I went the other way. I was like, yeah, there's 2 of us. One person tent will be fine.
If you're on your own, a 1-person tent's not big enough. It's not. You need a 2-man. You do. It's true. So we'd have to figure that out, but.
It wasn't even so much space. Like, it was fine. Like we were getting to sleep fine and everything. The worst fucking thing was that my head would be touching the top of the tent, and the condensation in the night would wet the outside of the tent. So I'd wake up in at 2 or 3 in the morning.
Yeah.
And my head and my hair would just be fucking soaked through. And I'm like, I can't
it's
do this.
It's just gross, and you know what that is. Yeah. You know what that wet is. It's fucking like condensated stank breath.
So it's
camping
like,
shit. It's really bad. I don't know why I'm even suggesting this, to be honest. But I think it's the novelty of it. Like, bringing a bunch of beers and going out. Ideally, we'd do it somewhere like genuinely a bit wild. Somewhere where it's not just like a camping site where we're actually going to disturb like a family of 4 next to us or something like that.
I honestly think we'd have to go up to like Scotland.
Well,
like I'm not even joking because you're allowed to wild camp anywhere in Scotland.
You are.
You're not in the UK. There's
you are
laws against it.
With a caveat in that you're allowed to wild camp in Scotland, but like, where are you going to do it? That's not a farmer's land, because that's not wild camping. Then that's trespassing. So there's that.
Over here they go, "Oh mate, you got a license to camp? You fruit."
Also, like, wild camping in England is technically illegal, but like, you're gonna get caught. It depends where you go. If you're literally in the middle of fucking nowhere, like, what are they gonna do?
Yeah.
Shall I look this up? But punishment for wild camping England. The punishment for wild camping in the UK is simply to be asked to move.
To leave.
So that's just the first thing that comes up on Google. It says you'll just be asked to move, and it says it's generally, as far as the situation goes, it's extremely rare for the situation to escalate above this unless there's repeated offence or other issues at play. If you've got like a fire going, they might like be mad at you for that.
What if I want to escalate the situation? So like if a cop comes over, he's like, "Hey guys, you can't camp here," and then I immediately like lunge for his taser. Like,
the main national park that permits wild camping is Dartmoor.
Is that in England?
It is. There isn't complete freedom to pitch where you want, but much of the park is open to campers.
But the thing is, though, people go there to camp, and for me, that takes the thrill of it out of it. Like
I
knowing
guess.
that there's probably other people, like, there's probably a family of 4 singing fucking Kumbaya, like not too far away. It's like I want to be somewhere that, like, we're out and we're like camping and like we hear a noise at night and we go, "Oh fuck!"
My only specification is that we could have a rowdy, loud, drunk podcast at like gone midnight, and no one's gonna hear us or be bothered by us enough. That's it. That's all I care about.
Which, if we go to some park where it's like the whole thing is to camp, we could have like some guy walking down
Dartmoor very different to what it's like, Judd. I know I've walked across some of like the Peak District and things like that, and it's saying on here that the Lake District's somewhat tolerant to wild campers, for example. So similar sort of thing. Lake District, Peak District, they're both districts.
Yeah.
And honestly, there's points where you can walk for like 3 hours and you'll not even like spot a speck of a person. So if it's even close to like that, you should be able to find a spot where there's not going to be anyone round for a good hour and a half of a walk. So I don't know. Maybe it'd take some research. I could ask Cal, because he's done a lot more hiking. At least he likes to think he knows a lot more about this stuff. Which really pissed me off once when he took me hiking, like in the district I was on about. And we were only used to doing 6 to 8 miles hiking.
68 miles?
6 to 8. And we'd kind of learnt a route. And he said, I found this bigger route that's like somewhere between like 13 and 15 miles. I don't think it was as far as that. I think he said it was like 12 to 13 miles or something like that.
Yeah.
We should do this one next time. So, like, it was me and my girlfriend were joining him on these hikes, and we said to him, "Look, we'll probably do that with you at some point, but just not next time, because we can't be doing that. We'll be shattered for work next day. We've not really got everything we need for something that big." When we first started doing it, we were doing it in fucking wellies, not in hiking boots, which is not great. It sounds like it might be fine, but it's really not very good.
I honestly think if you just put a radio, like a portable radio, around my neck, and it has to be a shit one though. It needs to have a crackle on it. If you put like a portable radio around my neck and like just put the Fallout New Vegas soundtrack on, I honestly think I could just walk like forever. like because that's just like natural at that point for me. It's like I could just go.
Well, we could bring a little guitar and I could play I don't want to set the world on. That's the only one I know. That's the only one I know, Judd. That's the only one I can play.
You should have done Johnny Guitar or Big Iron. Big Iron, Big Iron.
Well, regardless, he wanted to take us on this big hike, this extra big one, this one time. And we said to him, we'll probably do it the time after next. So we started walking, and I thought, we're going a slightly different route this time. And he was like, yeah, we're going on that big one. And I was like, we were already too late on it. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, that's not like a light decision. That's like another 2.5 hours we're doing now. Like, that's like all the entire fucking day. That's not okay. When, like, we said, we'll do it with you just another time. You can't just then not tell us and then keep going. So I was kind of pissed at that, but I thought, well, we'll just do it. But then the fucker's so cocky that he got us lost as well. He got us so fucking lost, and he didn't know where we were. So we were there for even longer, and he kept, and it were wet as well. It were like not like pissing it down, but it were like raining a bit, and it weren't nice weather or anything like that. So, and we knew we were lost, and we were lost for fucking hours. And every fucking like 15-20 minutes, he'd say, "Oh, I found the path." We're in the middle of fucking there. There isn't any paths. If I ever hear that little cunt say I found the path in my life ever again, I'm gonna fucking fold him in half. Honestly, it were pissing me off so much.
What if he finds God though, and he's like, "I found the path"?
It's too late. I'm gonna miss out then. I don't care. I'm done with that. And it was pissing me off so much. And eventually, we saw a road. Now, when you see a road, it's like, right, we're sorted then. Worst case scenario, we walk to that road, and I can Google Maps us back to the car from there. But it just so happened that we actually recognised what road it was, so then we could like work out way better where we were in the landscape.
Yeah.
And so I saw that road, that road, which means that area over there is where we normally walk. Yeah. So go over there and we'll walk the rest of the route that we normally walk, and we'll be back.
Yeah.
And he weren't fucking listening to me. He was saying, but well, that means we could go that direction. It should get us there quicker. And I'm like, listen, you're fucking demoted. Shut your fucking little trap. You've got us lost for so long. This I forgot to mention as well that I'd like the terrain was like so hilly and boggy as well. At one point I stepped my foot and it sunk up above my knee. It was just covered in mud and shit. And like he was like subtly laughing, like kind of partially laughing at it. Like, hey, is this funny? Can I laugh? I know you're kind of pissed off though. And I wasn't happy about it. So at that point, I'm like rightfully pissed off, and at that point, like, when do you say sorry? Like, he didn't fucking say sorry at any point. No, sorry for taking you on a much longer walk than you ever fucking should have been on, and then getting you lost for like twice. We ended up walking about 24 miles.
I honestly believe that if Cal would have turned around and gone, I've brought you out all this way so I can kill you and nobody will ever find out. I honestly think you'd go, oh, well, at least there's a fucking reason.
Yeah, I'd be happier about it. At least there's some reason I'm out all this way. Fucking hell.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just think he should have been like, I'm sorry, I'm really sorry. And then we could have like laughed about it a bit. At least a little bit. He'd be like, I'd still be mostly annoyed. But like, he'd be like, I'm so sorry that I've like tricked you into this shit and then got you lost. I can't believe that. Like, and I think you would definitely do that for sure. Like,
yeah, I would.
Not that you'd have even got us in that scenario in the first place.
I was like walking.
I know.
Yeah.
So what ended up happening was I said to him, no, I'm going over there and I'm doing that. I'm not trusting your judgment on this shit. You obviously didn't know where we are. But what was even annoying before that is I was pointing out that road and saying, we found that road that we know, down there's where we're supposed to go in. And he's saying, it can't be though, because we're supposed to be here and be here. And I was like, shut the fuck up! You're looking at it! You know what it is! You can see the same shit as me!
It's a mirage, it's an illusion,
and he's
you're
like,
going insane.
But it don't make sense. We should, maybe it's this one, maybe
it's...
We've
been lost in the wilderness for 5 days.
So he was even getting it wrong then! So I'm like, no, this is what's happening. I'm gonna go that way and follow the trail that we know. Join me or not. Fuck you guys. So I just went. I'm like, I'm going. Shut up. This is the way we're going. So I did. And then those two went the other way that he said. And he was right then. He did get that bit right, luckily.
Oh, you look like a fool. And not only did you look like a fool, but Jasmine even abandoned you. She left and she went with the other guy. Oh my God.
But at that point, like, the thing was as well.
Yeah.
I knew he was probably right, but we didn't know, and I was sick of not fucking knowing at that point, so it was more of a priority to me to know exactly where I was fucking going, even though I was reasonably confident that was probably true to go that way. So there was bigger priorities there, and also, I think after getting us lost for so long, he should have abided by my wishes for once, and have fucking gone, right, fair enough. Even though I'm certain I'm like, I'm just gonna like do this because I get it. Like, I understand why you're pissed off and you want to just go the way we know. Like, but no, that didn't happen either. So he can be an annoying little prick sometimes, and I know he listens to this sometimes, dickhead. So, but I still think it'd be funny to bring him on a camping trip, because what would be great about that is the bozos would outnumber him. So when he's trying to be all smart ass, we'd be like, "Shut up, smart ass. We're gonna have a beer." It'll be like, "Oh no, we need to gather kindling and make a teepee fire." Like, I could shine this torch in your eyes and drink a beer.
Listen, is it Charlie? Is like, listen, my camping is I'm setting up a chair and I'm getting blackout.
What, on Smiling Friends?
Yeah, Smiling Friends, Not Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Oh, right, okay, I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, so yeah. That's the big hike story anyway that I squeezed in there. But camping trip could be fun. Lego could be fun as well. It all depends on money and time, as always. But that's a podcast, folks. That's another one right there. Do you think you'll see Into the Spider-Verse at any point?
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna see it. But I'll be honest with you, I'll probably see it when it comes out on Disney Plus.
Right. Okay. So that's another thing that's going to be vastly outdated by the time we talk about it. But fuck it, because when we've both watched it, I do want to have a big long discussion about the ins and outs. But yeah. Sign us out, Judd. Famous saying. Do it.
I was just gonna say we could have a big long discussion about Puss in Boots: The Last Wish.
We did.
We didn't. You wouldn't allow it. You were like, no. You're like, no.
What is there to discuss? It's just a decent movie. It's like
it is beautiful.
It's not art. Beautiful.
It is.
It's fine. Oh, it was good. It was nice looking.
I bet he pissed all over.
Okay, I'm ending the podcast. Okay, see you next time. Bye.